What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 10 of Mix of Six Live. My name is Ben. Thank you very much for tuning in. We're live on here every Wednesday at 9 p.m. You can find us at Central PA Pour on all social media, wherever you get your podcasts. Sub to the YouTube channel. We really appreciate that. So we are going to get started with you. I got a flight for tonight. No six pack. We got four on the agenda. The first one is with a heavy heart. If you haven't seen already, we have some sad news in the craft beer community. Brooks and Shannon Haymauer lost their home in a house fire. There are all sorts of things going on locally, and we're going to get to that in a minute with our great guest. There is a GoFundMe, and we will share that to our feeds when we are done with this episode here. I will always have a soft spot for Brooks. Season one of our show, he was the first one to welcome us into his establishment, into his business, and sit us down for an interview. And it was awesome. Every time I see the guy, he's always in high spirits, and really we're going to do everything we can to support this great family, and hopefully this community will come together to support them as they fight this battle. Next up, we have some news from the PA Farm Show, the 107th edition of that. They gave out some craft beer awards, Best in Beer. I believe this is the fourth year that they are doing those awards. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to a few names and then talk a little bit about PA Preferred, which I did not know a whole lot about in the past. So Best in Show is a beer from Love Drafts called Grim. And after the Best in Show awards, it looks like they broke them down by categories. Aldous Brewing Company out of Hanover won the best lager, and I am only saying this because I had them last week, a red flannel lager. And then second, I believe, was the Check the Forest from Wolf Brewing Company, who, if you haven't already, make sure you check out our episode with Derek Wolf recently. Very, very great guy, and check that one out. Get out and visit his shop as well in Mechanicsburg. We have a few things. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me touch on PA Preferred real quick, which I didn't know a ton about in the past, but apparently it is when everything is sourced locally from Pennsylvania. All your ingredients, everything, grain, malt, even water, everything like that. Very interesting to me to learn about, and always good supporting local. So that one really caught my eye. We got a few things coming up on the schedule. We put out a full episode every other Saturday. We have a recording with Molly Pitcher coming up for our next release. And actually, rewind a little bit. If you haven't got a chance to check out our latest release from a few days ago, we had an episode out with the Beer Thrillers, another great blog. They gave us a fantastic write-up on their blog, and we're trying to return the favor as much as we can. Great guys over there as well. Give them a follow on all their platforms. They have a lot of good information going out there for this community. After Molly Pitcher, we have an interview with the Dover Brewing Company, formerly known as Catman. We'll talk about this a little bit in the future as well here as we get our great guest on. We got two bookings for the live show coming up. Next week, we have Davey O'Leary, bartender down at Gift Horse, and owner of the Greatest Barman, a private bartending company. So I'm really looking forward to learning more about that one as well. And the following week, we have Skeeter from Skeeter's Glassware. And, oh, goodness, I should have wrote down his apparel company. Anyways, he has a glassware company, awesome beerware. Actually, Anthony Blackwell Jr., check out his podcast as well. Shout out ABJ. He put me onto Skeeter's group on Facebook where he shares all of his content, all of his products. So I'm really looking forward to talking with him in 2 weeks as well. If you are interested in being a guest on either Mix of Six Live every Wednesday at 9 p.m. or on our full-length episodes, hit our link tree in all of our social bios, and there's a guest form for either one of those shows. If you're scheduling for the live show, you go on and pick your own date. Everything really easy. It takes a few seconds, and that's all there is to that. So We have a fantastic guest for you all this evening. Let me bring him in real quick as I fumble around these settings.
Oh,
What
shit.
we got here? Jason, how
What's
are
up?
you tonight?
What's up, man?
Oh,
I
just
mean,
another great night on the airwaves. What's up, man? How you doing?
not bad. How about yourself, Ben?
Good, good. Thank you very much for joining me. It's a pleasure
Connection
talking to you
okay?
again. Oh yeah. Oh, looking
Okay,
fantastic.
cool. Well, I mean, I got my man Colton over here.
We got a whole crew down here, and tell me where you guys are
Oh,
at.
I'm at Scrubbies in well, I don't know where Brett went, but yeah,
Oh,
where
Brett just
I'm at
disappeared.
Scrubbies Tap Room in Redline. You know, one of our local watering holes, like, our buds. Oh, wait, Emery's back here. Let me
Oh,
spin him around here. You got him? Cheers, everybody.
what's up, Avery? So we got a whole lot going on. So, Jason,
Yes, sir.
obviously, Gift Horse Brewing Company. We got Scrubbies. Emery just popped in, and said hi. Colton's over there with Stony Run Brew House, and just everybody out in the local watering hole supporting each other. Love to see it.
That's what we do.
So, uh, quick shout out to the previous episode you and Mick were on. I don't know, a couple months ago at this point. If you
It's
haven't
good
already
stuff.
got a chance to check that out, hit that one up. And the hell of an interview. You guys feels like you guys can sit there and drink beer all damn night.
I mean, we've been known to do this, and we've also been known to show each other and a lot of other people a lot of love, for sure.
Absolutely. Let's get into that for a minute. So, as news spread this morning of the unfortunate situation that happened to the Haymar family, I saw
Yes.
an awesome post from Gift Horse on social media. Would you like to uh, announce that and share some of that information?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if people saw it or whatever. I know you touched on it a little bit at the beginning of the mix six or mix four. Brooks and Shannon Haymauer, they lost their house, which fucking sucks. Like, I can't even imagine being in that position. And automatically, Mick and I both were like, how can we help? So, to try to do it a little bit, we this Saturday we're gonna donate $2 from every drink that we pour, not just beers, but like sodas, liquor, like wine, everything. $2 from everything that we pour from noon when we open to midnight when we close. We're gonna donate directly to them to try to help out a little bit.
That's awesome, and thank you very much for taking that initiative, man. It's a pretty amazing how this community comes together in unfortunate times.
Well,
So,
I
man,
mean, we've been we've known Brooks for a long time. The coolest part about it is that, like, Mick doesn't know Brooks, but I do. And right away Mick was like, I was like, well, maybe we'll do $1 per draft or whatever. Mick was like, no, we can do better than that. And I was like, let's do it. Yeah.
I couldn't believe the amount of love I saw coming in for that family today, and it's well warranted by all means. And they're
Well,
two hardworking entrepreneurs, and I think unfortunately Shannon lost some equipment for her work, photography work, in the
yeah.
fire. So I mean, the GoFundMe is going crazy already. You love to see that. Again, I'll share that out here when we're done.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
last I saw that was like, I think they were over 10 grand or whatever,
yeah,
which
yeah.
is great. I
In
love to see the community come together. Um,
in a
it's
matter of
fantastic.
hours, in a
Yeah.
matter of hours, really. So I mean, at the very least, get up there and do and support however you're able to, however you can.
Well,
So
and I don't mean to cut you off again, like I keep doing, but like even Glenn Smith with the brewery tours. First thing this morning, like 7 o'clock this morning, Glenn is trying to organize. He wants to bring both of his tour buses up to Haymauer, a day this weekend, like free of charge to help these guys out, which is fantastic. This is
absolutely.
the greatest part about the craft beer community in our area in general.
Absolutely. You love to see that stuff. My dog's popping in. Hello.
Well,
Oliver says hello, everybody.
he's very cute. If
Thank you.
Aaron over here, my girlfriend, if she saw the dog, she'd be like, "Well, maybe I will get on camera."
Oh, shit. Well, we got a few people in the chat here. Hey, Pops is in Salt Lake for work. How you doing? Beards, Brews, and Barbecues. We talked to him a few weeks ago. Another great dude putting out all kind of beer content, food content. Thanks for being on the show. We appreciate you tuning in. So, we got a few things on the agenda tonight, Jason. You guys are active as all hell on social media. Is that you running things there?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, unfortunately, fortunately, whatever it is, like, yeah, I'm the social media guy by default, I guess. Like, one thing that we've all agreed on is there needs to be a unified voice that's doing it. In previous incantations of Gift Horse, we've had like multiple people doing it, and I pretty much got tired of like trying to tell people what I want them to say, so they're back to me.
Yeah, you don't like how something's done. You got to do it yourself sometimes.
Well, I mean, it got to the point where like, why am I telling people like what's going on just for them to, you know what I mean? Like, be like, okay, this is what's going on. Like, it's better off like, coming from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing posts all week long. You guys are open all week long. It feels like you got all this awesome food, which we'll get to in a minute, and you got all kinds. You got live music from time to time. Just shout out to those folks as well. But let's talk about Happy Camper Eats and Treats for a minute. So
Yeah.
this one's a little near and dear to the heart, from what I understand, with your brother, correct?
Yeah, yeah. So Nathan and Sandy. Nathan is my brother. Sandy is his, you know, better part. And we love having him in here. The motherfucker makes a hell of a smash burger. But the best part about him and her, they show up all the time, and they just want to be a part of the scene of what's going on, and like we love having them at Gift Horse for sure.
I got you. I mean, it's a nice pairing for all the good stuff you got going on behind the bar. It's nice to
Yeah.
pop down there and get a smash burger, or hell, we were in there end of December and got some donuts. And I talked about that on the show a few weeks ago, and holy shit, those things were fire.
Yeah, I mean, and
My
they're like
God.
they're like hot donuts, but the cool thing is like we're doing the restaurant week in York that's coming
Right.
up in February, and I'm really excited about it because they're going to be able to like shine a little bit and like do some things that are outside of the box. We're talking about doing a beer dinner on the 2 days that we're closed because restaurant week is actually 10 days. So on the Monday and Tuesday, we're actually going to do a ticketed beer dinner to pair it with, our cocktails and our mixed drinks and our beers. And
Nice.
then kind of let Nate, do his thing to shine. He's talking about doing like a ribeye and crab meat and like he's talking about all kinds of stuff. And I don't have the total kind of menu that he wants to do, but I know it's going to be delicious.
Oh yeah. I mean, he'll enjoy the hell out of that. You said on our full length interview, I think he's used to cooking for like 30 people camping. Oh man, he'll love. I mean,
I mean
he'll love that
that
kind of shit.
that dude pretty much cooked for me my whole entire life. You know what I mean? Because like he's my older brother. Like divorced parents, latchkey kids, all that kind of stuff. Nate took over that mantle of cooking, and when it came time to when he was trying to figure out what he wanted to do next, this all just came natural. Yeah, and then having the support with Sandy, his girlfriend, like it all just made sense. Mick and I talked about it, and we were like, "Yeah, come in, let's make some delicious food." And then he started pulling out some stuff like those goddamn donuts, and it was like, "Let's do it."
So tell me about this courtyard. How long has that been under your umbrella there?
So the beer garden,
Yeah, beer garden. Sorry,
yeah, our beer garden. I don't like to call it a courtyard. I'd
beer
rather
garden.
have it be like I've heard people call it a beer yard and things like that. That might have been like during the time that I wasn't at Gift Horse, but
Okay,
that's a different story. But so our beer garden, I mean,
beer.
it's a 6,000 square foot green space in the middle of downtown York. We do live music. We can seat 300 plus people. We have a full service bar outside. Like, I mean, it's a window of like the cool stuff that York City is.
Oh hell yeah! And you throwing sports up on the brick there?
Yeah, yeah.
People watching sports.
So we project local sports, NFL games, baseball. We project whatever we can on the side of our giant side of our brick building. I think that it's like, if I do the math, it's like a 20 by 30 screen, which is pretty ridiculous. And but it's cool. We put our untapped menus up. I know we've put some stuff up for you guys for Central PA Four and all that kind of stuff. And
Oh yeah,
we just have fun with it. You know what I mean?
yeah. It's the
Like,
best way to do it, man. I
yeah.
appreciate that. I appreciate that as well. When Brett sent me that picture, I was like, "Holy shit, that's really cool."
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I sent it to Brett. I texted him. He was down, I think, at Heavy Seas in Baltimore. He was like, yeah, call me up. I know we got to talk about some stuff. And I was like, snapped a picture of it. And he was like, oh shit, man, that's badass. And but
So
I mean, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, speaking of talking of some stuff, I think we're gonna go right ahead and talk about maybe some future podcast plans that you
Well,
got.
yeah. So funny you should say that, sir. You know, Emery with Scrubbies, and Colton with Stony Run and I are actually like in the works. We're gonna start doing a podcast. I don't know when it's gonna be released, but we're like looking at doing a podcast that's kind of like pulling in like figure three brewers talking about random bullshit. Like, it's been a dream I've had for a long time about like three brewers at the corner of the bar talking about bullshit, and I mean, kind of play into what you guys are doing, but like in a different way, if that
Oh yeah,
makes
for sure.
sense.
Oh
you
yeah.
know
I mean, I think coming from the perspective of three brewers that obviously are at three different places doing different things, that'll definitely be interesting to the audience. So it's all about getting that audience interaction, because you can sit up here in front of a microphone and talk about anything for as long as you want, but hell, you got to get the people what they want to listen to, and I think people in the community will definitely want to listen to that shit.
well, and I agree with you, and I think it's also like we could talk about brewing in general until your eyes start rolling over, but like at the end of the day, like it'll mostly be like, how did we fuck up this today? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
And how to not do that next time.
exactly. Like just kind of the ins and outs of all the different shit that goes on.
Oh yeah.
Successes, failures, um, things that work in our tap rooms, in our breweries, in our pubs, and the beer garden, and in our personal lives and stuff like that. I mean, we're gonna hit on some pretty tough topics like Colton's like wedding plans. Colton from
Oh.
Stony Run, because
Oh yeah. Yeah, I heard about that.
I mean, you were there, you heard him. I mean, like, he's got this grandiose wedding plan of, you know,
There's something
where
missing though, isn't there? Like a bride?
maybe so, yes. So
Shit.
we've already factored in. We're gonna give him like 15 seconds to like talk about his wedding, and we're already expecting it's gonna be like there's no change.
Oh, that's a whole segment right there.
Yeah. So
So
anyway,
yeah,
real quick though, I got people sitting down beside me, waving over here.
welcome. Oh, who's that guy?
Yeah, and then we got Emery over here. So anyway, I just oh
Again,
shit,
that's Scrubby's Brewery, Red Line, Pennsylvania.
yep,
Red
at the
Line
Red
Bowl, I
Line
think it's
Bowling
called.
Alley.
Yep.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, you guys should come out here. Emery is making delicious beer. He's got a beer on right now that's called. You're welcome, my friend. Uh, the Falcon's Prey with
Chuck Jennings.
Chuck Jennings from the Scabs. They did a collab with it.
They might need to know it's Scabs.
Scabs is the.
Southern County.
Say that again.
Southern County Amateur Brewing Society.
Did you hear that?
Southern County Amateur Brewing Society.
Appreciate that. Yeah, and and it's delicious. It's a nice, easy drinking West Coast, East Coast like mixture. It's delicious. I've drank like 7 of them today.
That's it. Speaking of brewing, I know I talked about this a little
Yes,
bit
sir.
last week, but let's get your take on the collab that you guys did with the Dover Brewing Company last week. So how did that come about?
I'm very excited about it. I mean, we did the Brew Kids on the Block event this year in September. It actually was like we might have made a mistake. It was the first week of football. It also rained, but it was a cool day. And we did we blocked off the street in front of Gift Horse. We had a great turnout for the weather. It was super cool. Catman, which is now Dover Brewing Company, won the People's Choice Award. Jeremy and Mark came in, and we brewed a great beer. We brewed it the second day of January here. I know that Brett and Dave and your dad were in, and we had a lot of fun doing it. We're doing a chocolate raspberry pretzel stout.
Damn, that's an interesting twist.
It's a lot. But the cool thing is that we're going to donate $1 per draft to Heavenly Paul's Animal Shelter. We're going to do a beer release for them on February 4th, and it's going to be awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did I see an event? That was like a special event on Facebook. Is that right?
I did. I actually put the event on this week. It should be fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So
And
what?
I really think the beer is going to be good too. I actually tried some of it today. Ordered the puree. We're going to dump the pretzels in, I believe, on Tuesday. So it should be cool.
Nice. I'm gonna get down there and try some of that. It sounds like some. That's definitely
You
interesting.
fucking
But
better.
hell, what's that?
I said you fucking better, man. Like, I mean, come on, like, we're doing it for charity, Ben.
Oh yeah. I love charity. Come on. So I got a couple social media things for you. So
Let's do
I
it.
saw
Let's get to business.
what the oh man, you totally made that beer looks good. Made me lose my train of thought. Oh, the Makers Market. So I saw it last week on social. You guys are sharing something utilizing your beer garden area. Is that right? Looking for vendors next spring.
Yeah. So since we've switched kind of gears of having Happy Camper pretty much be our primary food source, we have space that we want to start utilizing to do like a makers market. We're going to offer spots for people that build shit and make shit and sell shit through the summer. It's going to be cool. We've had a great we've had like people reach out to us and they seem very interested in it. So what we'd
Nice.
like it to be would be that like on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, that people can come down to our beer garden, listen to great music during the day, drink some orange crushes, drink some of our delicious beer, and then maybe go and shop and, support local artisans.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, the
Yeah.
first thing that came to my mind was like almost an extension of the Central Market right there. We know they got all the vendors inside of there, but not only that, but there's like a few like clothing shops that opened up and just supporting local business is what we're all trying to do here. So hell, that seems like another awesome time. Again, you guys can check that out on Gift Horse's social media. And we got a
Yes.
few things coming in from the comment section.
Oh
Dave
my
says, it looks
God.
like Oliver wants a beer. He's not old enough for that. Come on, he's a pup.
Yep.
Come on, Dave.
Is this Dave? Like Dave?
Dave. Yes, Dave.
Oh, come on, Dave. Like you should
We
be.
got this one. This is a big one. And thank you, Jensen, for sharing this. I'll read it off to you here. Hey, my brewing company was packed as soon as the door opened. Love Shannon and Brooks. We got to know them well as soon as the brewery opened. Loved how the community and the breweries are all coming together to help. Awesome. Brooks Haymauer and Shannon Haymauer. Thanks again, Gift Horse, for helping them out as well. Thank you, Jensen, for sharing that message. And again, I'll share that GoFundMe out, but just stop by in the near future as often as you can. Really, man, they're going through it, and they could use everybody's support.
I mean, and I would add to that too. Like, stop at their tap room, give them money that way. Like GoFundMe, the GoFundMe thing is great, but GoFundMe is going to take something from it.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I mean, I hate to be that guy, but like,
You're
you
exactly
know,
right.
these guys, like, Shannon and Brooks are entrepreneurs, and they got this hit like in the worst time it is to have a business. Yeah, like January is terrible. Like all you people out there that are doing dry January and all your fucking resolutions and stuff like that, you're hurting the small breweries.
You
but
really are.
and they really are. But like aside of that, like these guys need your help because like you know I feel like we're very lucky that we're very lucky at Gift Horse. We're very lucky to have the support that we do. I can't imagine if my house got burnt down. Like
Couldn't imagine. No.
I can't even, and I don't want to, but I will say that, like, I'll implore to everybody, GoFundMe's great, but go to their fucking tap room, drink their beer, that's what they need to hear is they want to hear it like you guys, like that people are enjoying what they're doing. Like, I know they have the Haymowers High Rollers Club and all the stuff that Shannon does with her like pictures and things like that.
Oh
That's
yeah.
the support that they need in this. Like GoFundMe's gonna take a percentage and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And what Gift Horse does, like what we do this Saturday and potentially beyond, I mean, I'm not going to put it towards the GoFundMe thing. I'm going to send them a check
Oh yeah.
direct. You know what I mean?
I got
Give
you.
it
I
to my
got you.
friends.
And I've seen
If
a
that
couple
makes sense.
people adapt that as well. I think Boneshire Brew Works is going to do the $2 a pour thing as well. And
And I dug that.
What's that?
I said I dug that. Like those guys,
Oh
like the
yeah.
guys at Boneshire are fucking phenomenal people. I know that as soon as I posted that, somebody else like tagged me in it too. I thought it was great. I
Oh yeah.
saw breweries in PA bought like $500 worth of gift cards. Like, I mean,
Yep.
like this community, the brewing community, like it makes me happy to see that, like, people are picking up their extended brew brothers and things like that, and like
Oh
Brooks
yeah.
and Shannon are those people. You know what I mean?
For sure. And one more thing, I'm not positive of the winter hours, but I just wanted to mention that I've stopped up at the Dillsburg Farmers Market and saw Brooks a few times up there as well. So that's Saturday mornings. Again, follow on their social media for all their upcoming things, but just another avenue to go out and visit them. So Jensen says dry January is for quitters. Facts, brother.
Yes, sir.
So
I mean,
J-
you're definitely not helping your brewery out by doing this, but
right.
I understand everybody has a resolution.
Absolutely, man. So we're creeping up on a half an hour here, Jason. So I can't thank you enough for joining me, man. I really appreciate it. Always a good time talking to you. Thank you very
Absolutely,
much
Ben.
for thanks for joining me, man. Gift Horse Brewing Company on all social media. We are at Central PA Pour, wherever you get your podcasts, wherever you are on social. Sub to the YouTube channel, please. Jason, any final words, man?
I mean, I would say, like I just said, support the Haymowers. They need it right now. Um, Aside of that, just keep drinking beer. Ben,
Cheers.
we appreciate what you're doing with the live show. We appreciate what you guys are doing with the CPP. I guess the other thing would be watch out for the Cold Crash podcast,
Cold Crash Podcast. There we go. Yeah.
which is going to be pretty cool. It's we're doing it with Emery from Scrubbies, Colton from Stony Run. It's going to be fun.
Hell yeah. We will be
And
sharing all that shit as soon as you guys get something recorded and pushed out. I'm really looking forward to hearing it. So again, man, thank you for your time. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Have a great week. Stay safe out there. Cheers. Let's all
Love
be
you guys.
bonded. Be bonded by beer. Although I don't have a cold one currently, but hell,
Yeah,
Jason, drink one for me.
Wait. Why aren't you drinking a beer?
Tommy got something going on tonight, man. We had to pass.
There's a lot of that shit going around. I'll cut you some slack. Hey, Ben, pleasure as always, man. We'll see you soon.
Absolutely, Jason. Thanks for coming in, man.
Love you, buddy.
Love you too, bro.